Asbestos and carcinogenic are not only connected medically, but linguistically as well. Both words are derived from Greek. The first one is virtually unchanged from its ancient form, which means inextinguishable. The second word has changed slightly. Its original form was karkinos, meaning crab. For centuries, cancer was known as the crab sickness. To the Romans, who marveled at the magic mineral that was untouched by fire, yet pliable enough to be woven into cloth, asbestos cancer had another name, the disease of slaves. Corporations have known of the toxicity of asbestos for nearly 70 years. Between 1940 and 1980, well over 20 million tons have been used in the manufacture of buildings and vehicles of all kinds, as well as everyday appliances. At its height, asbestos was the center of a multi-billion-dollar industry in which over 200,000 workers were employed. In his book, Fatal Deception, author Michael Bowker outlines numerous examples of medical reports that began coming out in the late 1940s showing the connection between asbestos and respiratory diseases that were subsequently shown to officers of major corporations as well as the Roosevelt administration. These reports were subsequently disregarded and suppressed. One victim of asbestosis, a former shipyard worker for the U.S. Navy, summed it up this way. You are talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars to protect all the people that work in shipyards. It was a lot cheaper to let them work unprotected. The companies figured, sure, some of the workers will die, and fewer will sue us. It is still much cheaper than buying the protective gear. What's being done? Today, the United States is the last industrialized nation in which asbestos is still legal. Even today, asbestos is found in thousands of consumer products, ranging from toasters to ceiling tiles. An attempt was made in 1989 by the Environmental Protection Agency to ban the use of asbestos. The asbestos industry sued in federal court, citing that jobs would be lost and communities would face economic ruin. In 1991, the U.S. Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals overturned the ban. Senator Patty Murray finally introduced a bill that would ban the use of asbestos in the U.S. Senator Murray's bill, the Asbestos-Containing Products Risk Reduction Act of 2002, would have restored many elements of the EPA ban overturned 9 years earlier. The bill was read twice and referred to the Committee on Environment and Public Works. For 5 years, no other action was taken on the bill. However, Senator Murray, 2007, reintroduced the bill as the Ban Asbestos in America Act of 2007. The bill passed out of committee on a bipartisan vote of 19-0. It will not only outlaw all uses of asbestos in the U.S., it will provide funding for the study of asbestos-related diseases. In 2005, the EPA published a document entitled Asbestos Project Plan, the purpose of which was to provide a framework for a coordinated agency-wide approach to identify, evaluate, and reduce the risk to human health from asbestos exposure. Nonetheless, despite overturning of EPA regulations and previous failures by Congress in taking meaningful action, products containing asbestos are being phased out under the Clean Air and Toxic Substances Act. And Senator Murray's bill in Congress is expected to pass when it comes to the Senate floor in the fall of 2007. These include spray-applied surfacing ACM and other materials with more than 1% asbestos content, asbestos insulation, corrugated paper, rollboard, specialty papers containing asbestos, and any new uses of the substance. Thank you for watching. This video was produced by Asbestos.Net, a leading resource on all aspects of asbestos and mesothelioma. Our priority is to inform victims about the devastating effects of asbestos exposure, mesothelioma, asbestos cancer, asbestosis, and other asbestos-related diseases, and to advise them with a wealth of information. Individuals whose lives have been touched by mesothelioma have numerous questions and concerns. Their caregivers and family members also need accurate, reliable information. If you or a loved one have been diagnosed with mesothelioma or asbestos cancer and need more information, we invite you to visit and explore the thousands of pages of oncologist-reviewed material on Asbestos.Net, to call our convenient toll-free number shown below and speak with a mesothelioma specialist, or to use the simple contact form found at Asbestos.net to request a free copy of our informative books, custom inserts, and DVD. Asbestos.net, information and help for patients and families.